Aloha! Today I'm going to touch up upon Lemurian crystal quartz. Now there are several different types of Lemurians, meaning that a lot of Lemurians not only come from Brazil, but there are also Colombian Lemurian crystals, and there is Congo Lemurian, and there is a Lemurian in Russia, from Russia. There are many Lemurians. In fact, there is so much more that have yet to be discovered. The main Lemurians that everyone knows of is the ones from Brazil, the Brazilian Lemurians, the Diamantia Lemurians. But there are many, and many more will begin surfacing throughout the entire globe from different countries. So keep your eye out for all of these different types of Lemurian crystals. Now there's a lot of Lemurian crystal videos out here, so I don't really have to go into specifics on most of these types of crystals, because there's so much information out there that you can find here on YouTube as well as on websites, and there's a lot of books written about it. So you're going to have to do your research, look into it. Perhaps you want to find another video that'll go more into detail on the history of the Lemurians, where it came from, how it came to be, and all of those things. But for now, I'm just gonna touch up on a few things regarding Lemurian crystals. So one of the few things would be the formations of it, such as the configuration of 737373. So that is the faces. There's a 7-faceted face and a 3-faceted face, and it goes all the way around. 73737373. That is considered a Tao channeler Lemurian crystal. And so here is that Tao Lemurian crystal. This is a pink Lemurian Tao crystal. And so as you can see, this is 7-faceted here. So you would count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. And then they have the 3-facet here. And then there's another 7 here. And then you have another 3 and another 7 as well. And so these are Lemurians, and you can see these striations here where you can access information, knowledge from Lemuria. Now usually Lemurian crystals will call to their specific people and or individuals, and you will know that is your Lemurian crystal. You will have that strong resonant pull and feel to the energy. So I have quite a lot of Lemurians. I have different Lemurians. I have rare Lemurians. So they're similar but yet different. And so they're from different locations around the globe. So I'm always keeping my energetic field wide open and my radars, wide open as well, to pulling in that type of energy and connecting on that energy telepathically, because that's what I do with all my crystals. Is I have that telepathic connection and bond, and we communicate that way. And so not only that, but through meditation and through a particular Lemurian that I do have, one that is from Australia. It is the Aboriginal Australian Dreamtime Lemurian Quartz. Through that meditation with that one, it showed me one of my past lives as a Lemurian. I was a Lemurian priest in that past life. And it showed exactly what I was doing, what I was wearing, how I was conducting things as this Lemurian priest, and situating all the crystals going throughout the earth underground. This was all underground. But that meditation and vision showed me quite a lot of information, and it was very detailed information for me. And so it really hit home for myself, because I resonated with so much clear quartz as well as so much Lemurian crystal quartz and different ones as well. So it made sense. All of that connection made sense for me with my crystals, and therefore it gave me a ringing tone to my entire being that I'm supposed to be. I am a Lemurian crystal gatekeeper, and therefore I have a lot of Lemurians that do come to me. But on occasion, there are people that, I'm like a way station. And the people that come to me that seek out particular crystals, especially if it's Lemurian, and they see the ones that were meant for them. And the Lemurians, basically, you can access the information through the horizontal striations along the sides of these crystals. But if it is not your Lemurian and it does not belong to you, you will not be able to access that information that is within that Lemurian. So all the Lemurian crystals hold a lot of information, especially regarding information of the lives of the individuals from Lemuria. So you will resonate as a Lemurian when you finally find that particular Lemurian for you. And if not, you will be led to the Lemurian crystal somehow, in some way. It will find a way to create that path and allow the path to open up for you to find it and the crystal to reach you. Let me give you an example of this path, and it's a very interesting one because this path occurred today. So the other day, as well as today, I was thinking to myself, why do I feel as though I need to go to this particular crystal store? Because I have so many crystals and I don't need any more. I kept running things through my mind, thinking to myself, no, I have a lot of that, a lot of this and that and that. I don't need that. Why am I going to this particular store? My thinking was perhaps maybe I needed to just visit the owners. I haven't seen them in a long time, I believe over a year. And maybe I just needed to go and see how they were doing and reconnect with them. And then another thought crossed my path. Maybe there was a crystal there that I was meant to get. And I kept pushing that off and thinking, how can it be? Because I have enough. And I'm thinking I don't need any more. I have not purchased any more crystals for the longest time because I have so many crystals, and I sell the crystals, and I make jewelry and all of that, and I work with crystals. I do healing sessions, body layouts with crystals. So why would I need any more crystals? Because I have enough, more than enough. And I kept trying to justify everything and thinking, okay, when I'm trying to justify things, it's bringing me into a space of resisting something that I probably don't quite understand. My human consciousness does not understand. So basically, I need to just let everything go, release everything, my thoughts and so forth, and just simply go with the flow of things. Therefore, I did so. I went with the flow of things. I got in my car, drove down to that crystal shop, all the while trying to still justify my visit there, knowing that I don't need any more. But yet there was something so strong pushing me, guiding me to go today, go. Because all the while I had those thoughts just, running through my head. I need to go to that store. I need to go to that shop. I don't know why, but I just do. I don't need any more crystals, but I just gotta go for some odd reason. I did not really know what the reason was. Well, maybe part of me did. Okay. Part of me was thinking, okay, there's a crystal there that's calling me. Okay, that part was true. That happened to be this Tao channeler, this Lemurian pink Tao channeler. And so I went there and I told the owner, I said, I don't know why I'm here, but I have a lot of crystals. I don't need any more. She laughed and she said, you got that right? I go, oh, well, something's calling me here and I need to look around. I said, in fact, show me your Lemurians. And so she brought out all her Lemurians, different sizes, types, from Colombian, Brazilian, all different types of Lemurians she brought out, and I was going through all of them. And there was a woman in that shop as well, looking around, shopping around. And so I was, looking through a whole bunch of these Lemurians. And as I was looking through them, I was like, okay, no, not that. No. Then I ended up with three Lemurians left. So what I did was I set the 3 down and, I picked up each one individually, communicated with each one individually, held them, communicated telepathically, and I immediately knew it was between the 3. So we were having a intimate rapport in the crystal shop, the 3 Lemurians and I, as I went through all 3 of them. And so the other woman was looking around, and then she came to the same counter where I was looking at these 3 Lemurians, with the rest of them on the left side of me. And she asked the owner if she could look at other crystals in the glass case. And so the owner took out the crystals in the glass case, displayed it for her, and showed it to her. And she was looking through it. And as I was looking through the 3 Lemurians, one of the 3 said, hand me to her. I belong to her. And I looked at one of the 3, that particular one, and I said, okay. And so I turned to the woman and I said, excuse me, I believe this belongs to you. You may want to look at this. And so she took that Lemurian and she was more or less enamored on that one crystal. And she asked, what is this? And I told her it's a Lemurian quartz crystal. And she said, yeah, but what is this? What is that? She had no idea. And so the owner proceeded to tell her a little bit about it. And the owner looked at me as if to help me out here. So I went into further detail for giving her information regarding the Lemurian, the striations, what they are, the formation that she had in her hand, and the different facets, the faces, and so forth. She had a channeler. She also had a double past life links on that Lemurian. So, I gave her quite a lot of information regarding Lemurian crystals, as well as the crystal that she had in her hand. And she was very intrigued. She could not put that crystal down. Then I looked back at the remaining two that I was deciding on. And I took the other one of the two that I had, and I looked to her and I said, perhaps you might want to look at this one as well. And so I gave her that one. I was hoping that she would take both of them. But she resonated more with the first one than the second one. She knew that they both had slightly different energetic properties to them. She was sensitive in that way. The second one I had into her, she said, was much stronger in the energy, and she didn't quite resonate with that. And so, she gave it back to me, and then I put it back down, and that particular Lemurian said, nice try. So that Lemurian knew that I was trying to pass it off to her, so all I needed to do was come home with one. But this is one of them, and the other one is actually out in my garden. I knew I had to cleanse them as soon as I got home, but they both refused to have municipal water coming from the pipe. So instead, I went to my rain barrels that has rainwater in them, and I ran the rainwater through them, and I put them out in the garden because it is kind of rainy, kind of sunny here for the time being. What just occurred there was synchronicity. And at the same time, this woman said that she had no idea why she was there, but for some odd reason she had a strong feeling that she too needed to be at that crystal store this day, no other day, even though she'd been there the week before, I believe she mentioned. But she said she needed to be at that crystal store for some odd reason. She don't know why. She had no reasoning why. And that was the same feeling for myself. I had no idea why I was to be there, because I knew already that I have a lot of crystals. I wasn't sure why I was going. I was guessing and making up things and trying to justify things not to go. But there was a bigger reason for me in going. Not just the crystal. There was multiple reasons. This synchronicity was a multiple synchronistic event, actually. So I was actually there to not only pick up a Lemurian, I picked up two, but I was not just only there to pick up specific Lemurians, but I was also there to guide a Lemurian individual who is unaware that she is a Lemurian to her Lemurian. So that was the other reason I was there, and also to see the owners there. So it was a multifaceted sort of a synchronistic happening going on. And you'll find these things happening around not just your Lemurians, but any other crystals as well. So keep your eyes, your mind, your senses peeled to synchronicities, because there are reasons beyond our understanding such as beyond my human understanding, why I needed to be at that particular place, to whatever, I said, okay, I'll just go. I'll just go. I'll take some money with me and I'll just go. And that's exactly what I did. Come to find out that I needed to guide a Lemurian to its Lemurian crystal. And so it was really fascinating. It was really goosebumps experience for all three of us, for the owner, for the woman, and for myself, because it was meant to be. And that was synchronicity at its highest level. It was just amazing. It was so incredible. So keep your eyes and your entire energetic field peeled open for these things. Despite what is going on out in the world, come back to yourself. Come back to your true authenticity. I know we are human, but I also know that we are of spirit. Therefore, we connect to all energetic things. But we mostly and should always connect to our own authenticity of our true being and our true selves. I know that if I stray a little too far off from my own authenticity, my crystals start coming into play. They start to surround me energetically and start to align me back up to where I need to be in alignment, balanced and centered in all things, in all ways, to focus, balance the mind, the body, the spirit, and to focus and balance mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the way around, and have that balance and not be lopsided and off-sided. But I just wanted to share with you synchronicity regarding Lemurians and this one type of Tao channeler Lemurian. It's pink, but it's very, very light pink. You can't really see it here. It looks more white, clear. But it is a 7. This is a 7 face, 3 face, 7 face, 3 face, as well as a 7 face and 3. And there's a lot going on in this particular Lemurian Tao, and therefore I was meant to get this Lemurian, although I have quite a lot of Lemurians, but this one and the other Lemurian I was meant to get. So I have a lot of work to do, getting the information out from the striations of each one. Now, there's many different ways that you can receive the information from the striations. You can get downloads, upgrades, downloads from them. You can just simply place one of the 7 facets on your third eye, and you can allow the downloads to just pour right through you and position themselves where it needs to be within the body, within your DNA, within your energetic structure. So it just takes working with each crystal and deciphering the information and getting the information out, and downloading that information into you, because all of that information in all the Lemurians are for specific individuals. So if you find that you have a Lemurian, which I think is pretty rare, if you get a Lemurian and it's not doing anything for you, that Lemurian would not be in your possession if something like that would occur. because all Lemurians are exactly where they need to be with that particular individual, because they know their owner, and their owner put their imprint on that Lemurian. It's just during different specific time periods, the Lemurian surface, and they will find their owners. Other than that, guys, this is about it. I just wanted to share with you just a few things regarding Lemurians. Guys, have a great day. Aloha.